so glad you could be with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Happy to be here.
You know, you're a man who's famous for your hats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you wear so many hats. You know, you're a songwriter, a singer, a producer, a record label executive, an actor. I mean, you've done it all. The singing and the songwriting and so on. Songwriting is unbelievable. You've done hits for Beyonce and for Kanye West and Rihanna and Usher and Lionel Richie. I mean, it's an amazing assortment of people.
To name a few, yeah.
As an artist, you know, you've had three platinum albums and 6 platinum singles and a gold. I mean, you're a success.
Yeah, I'm not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Not too shabby.
So, on the music, what do you like best in terms of the singing versus the songwriting, the producing? I mean, what really turns you on?
I've always deemed myself a songwriter that can sing and dance a little bit. You know, so at my core, I am a songwriter. But, you know, there's something about being on that stage and just getting that energy from the crowd that you can't really reproduce in a recording studio. So I don't know if I just had to choose one, it would probably be the songwriting, just in that, you know, that was literally my first love. You know, the first thing that I ever genuinely loved and felt like I could not do without was, you know, the songwriting element, the creation of the music. But I don't know, man. It's you know, being out there on that stage and, you know, being able to look a person in the eye and just see how the music that I've put together is touching them. It's not really a lot of words for that. You know?
So you've obviously got the passion. I mean, it's been reflected in all your work, and you know the blood, sweat, and tears. Of, you know, making music. So, what do you want your audience to take away from your music? What are you looking to connect with them about?
I write primarily from personal experience. You know, I can write from fiction, but those songs almost never come out as good. I just want to be one of the last great storytellers. You know, I tend to write songs about things that are relatable to everybody. You know, so the greatest compliment I've ever been given was, you know, I've had people walk up on me and say, me and my wife's first dance was to one of your songs, or you know, I was going through a really tough time with a breakup and your song helped me get through it. Like, this is why I do what I do.
I mean, you're senior vice president for A&R at Motown Records.
Yes.
You know, for people who don't know what an A&R executive does, can you talk a little bit about what the job is?
I am a glorified talent scout, basically, is what I do. I am responsible for bringing talent to the label, you know, which is actually good because just before I even got the job, every day I come across, you know, some young, hungry new artist or producer that wants to get into the business. Now I actually have an outlet to help, you know, so I'm grateful and thankful for the job. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. You know, everything that I believe in is not exactly always believed in by, you know, my superiors. So it's you know, trying to find that common ground with them. But I do appreciate the fact that I can actually help out, you know, the next Neo or the next Usher or whatever the case may be. I'm happy about that.
So what do you look for in an artist when you want to sign somebody?
For me, it's always about passion. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be able to sing really well, dance really well. It's one thing to be able to create good music, but if there's no passion behind it, it becomes very for the moment, you know, and nothing for the moment is ever worth it. You know, it's those things that last, that timeless element. And you can definitely see it on a person. You know, if the only reason you want to get into the music industry is to hear girls scream your name or whatever the case may be, then you're probably not the guy I'm going to sign. If there was no money, if there was no fame and fortune, he would still be somewhere with a guitar in his hands making music. That's the guy that I'm trying to sign.
When you're signing a new artist or looking for talent or trying to mentor young artists, what do you tell them about how to break into the business? The business has changed enormously. It's much tougher to break in now. You know, it's hard. It's hard.
It is.
So what do you say to them about how they can make it?
As people get more and more desensitized, it becomes that much harder to break through because, you know, people have seen it all, done it all, heard it all. But one thing that always works, I should say, is originality. It's got to be something about you that makes you stand out more than the literal billions of other people that are trying to do the exact same thing you're doing. So the main and first thing that I tell a new artist is, I need you to understand that your originality the thing that makes you different, the thing that maybe people made fun of you for in high school, is the thing that's going to make you the most successful in the music industry. You have to be an individual. There's got to be something about you that sets you aside. That's one. But two, understand that it's the music business. So I need you to put your face in a book or in a computer screen and get on Google, whatever it is you have to do, but learn the business that you're about to be in, because if you do not know, your ignorance will be taken advantage of.
How about the label? I mean, you're working for a label, you're trying to sign artists to label. What does the label add to the mix? How does the label help an artist?
The label is support. The unfortunate thing about the music industry and just getting your music out there is that when you want it to move a little further than just your block or your city, that costs money. It's not a cheap thing. It's not an easy thing. So from a standpoint of distribution, from a standpoint of marketing and promotion, there's a million things that you can do yourself. But when you really need that extra long arm to get you even further, that's where the label jumps in.